There's a park near my house. There's a huge supermarket near my dormitory. There's a big lake I can take a walk to. I've been living in my house for 3 years. I've been going to the park for 5 years. I've been studying about computers these days. You can picture a cake you often see in bakeries. You can picture a park you often see in residential areas. You can picture a lake you often see in movies. People use it to chill down. People use it to exercise. People use it to dry their clothes. I think I could say that my favorite food is spaghetti. I think I could say that my favorite singer is Psy. I think I could say that my favorite movie is Avengers. I love to walk around the park. I love to read before I sleep. I love to eat at that restaurant. It gives me some time. It gives me chills. It gave me a good impression. I think you can see why it is important. I think you can see why it is delicious. I think you can see why people love going there. I guess that's about it. I probably guess that's it. I guess that was it. I still remember the last time I went there. I still remember the place. I still remember the restaurant. I used to go there every day. I used to eat that food all the time. I used to meet with them. I've got tons of memories in that park. I've got tons of memories in that restaurant. I've got tons of memories with him. I'm currently studying electronics. I'm currently playing tennis instead of badminton. I'm currently in the middle of something. The good thing about the park is that it's near. The good thing about the restaurant is that it's clean. The good thing about going there is that it's fun. I don't have to take care of him. I don't have to take care of work. I don't have to take care of the project. I think you'd agree that the most important things are your grades. I think you'd agree that the most important thing is the taste. I think you'd agree that the most important thing is how clean it is. The taste of the food is one of the most important things. The time I spend with my family is one of the most important things. The park is one of the most important places. The taste of the food is one of the most important things to consider. The time I spend with my family is one of the most important things in my life. The park is one of the most important places I visit after work. I'm not picky with music. I'm not picky with food. I'm not picky with books. If I had to make a choice, I'd like to go to that restaurant. If I had to make a choice, I'd like to go exercise at that park. If I had to make a choice, I'd like to have that food. I don't really love going there. I don't really love eating at that restaurant. I don't really like eating that food. That's what makes me happy. Going there is what makes me cheer up. Meeting him is what makes me go on. Going there is what I do in my free time these days. Studying English is what I do in my free time these days. Planning a trip is what I do in my free time these days. My house is located on the 4th floor. My office is located on the 2nd floor. The gym is located on the 6th floor. The restaurant is located just next to my house. The park is located just next to my house. The pub is located just next to my house. The atmosphere is the best thing there. The people is the best thing there. The taste of the food is the best thing there. The restaurant is where you must go when you go there. That's where you must go when you go there. That mountain is where you must go when you go there. Actually, it's a bit awkward. Actually, it's a bit strange. Actually, it's a bit too much. You must check out that restaurant. You must check out that park. You must check out that music. I like doing chores. I like doing that. I like doing my job. I'm totally into that restaurant these days. I'm totally into that park these days. I'm totally into that sport these days. I'm actually not very happy with it. I'm actually not a very active person. I'm actually not very pleased with it. Going to the sea is the best in summer. Having an ice cream is the best in summer. Hiking is the best in summer. Reading books is the only thing I do these days. Planning a trip is the only thing I do these days. Taking pictures is the only thing I do these days. I had no choice but to work late. I had no choice but to go there. I had no choice but to go to sleep. I had a bad experience 2 years ago. I had an awesome experience 3 years ago. I had an amazing time a year ago. The restaurant is totally amazing. The park is totally silent. The mountain is totally beautiful. Reading some books helped me chill down after work. Playing golf helps me chill down after work. Going to that restaurant helps me chill down after work. I had such a great time with my friend. I had fun with my family. I had such a great memory. That movie was the funniest thing I've ever seen. That show was the funniest thing I've ever seen. That TV program was the funniest thing I've ever seen. I hate going to work on weekends. I hate going to the hospital. I hate going home early. It's been a while. It's been a while since I saw him. It's been a while since I posted something. It makes it easy to listen to music. It makes it easy to go home. It makes it easy to get up early. I can't remember the last time I went there. I can't remember the last time I went to the park. I can't remember the last time I worked late. I think it was around a year ago. I think it was around the park. I think it was at the restaurant around my house. I dropped by the store next to the park. I dropped by the restaurant to buy that food. I dropped by his house. That's the last memory I had at the restaurant. That's the last memory I have with the place. That's the last memory I made from that trip. It was relatively big. It was relatively easy for me to go there. It was relatively easy to learn. Parks are located in every corner of the city. Coffee shops are located in every corner of the city. Subway stations are located in every corner of the city. I remember a time when I bumped into a friend. I remember a time when I bumped into my boss. I remember a time when I bumped into my colleague. It was such a pleasure meeting you. It was such a pleasure going there. It was such a pleasure watching that movie. I spent my weekend there. I spent a wonderful time there. I spent all my money. It wasn't that hard to use. It wasn't that spicy. It wasn't that long. I'd rather go there in my free time. I'd rather have that food. I'd rather visit that place once again. It's not fair to say it's too late. It's fair to say it was helpful. I don't think that's fair to say. There was nothing there back in the days. I was fast back in the days. It was big to me back in the days. Don't make a scene. They wanted to make a scene. Let's make a scene about that. A good plan came up my mind. An idea came up my mind. A good food came up my mind. Hope things would get better soon. Hope things would turn out well. I hope the restaurant would be a little less crowded. I think nothing changed compared to the past. It actually changed a lot. My opinion hasn't changed. I still can remember how it was back then. I still remember how fun it was. I still remember how delicious it was. The restaurant obviously changed over the years. My favorite music obviously changed over the years. My house obviously changed over the years. I go somewhere else instead of going there. I exercise at the park instead of going to the gym. I drink water instead of sodas. I also want to mention a park in my neighborhood. I also want to talk about one movie. I also want to see him. The biggest difference is the size. The biggest difference is how it looks. The biggest difference is the popularity. I think it's the price that's different. I think it's the taste that's different. I think it's the brightness that's different. On the other hand, I wanted to try it. On the other hand, I was curious about it. On the other hand, it's somewhat comfortable. It's not just big, it also looks good. It's not just spicy, it's also tasty. It's not just fast, it's also stable. I've ordered a cup of beer. We've ordered the signature dish there. I've ordered a cup of hot coffee. I don't think I'm a good singer. I don't think I'm a good cook. I don't think I'm tall. I was much more tired that day. It tasted much better that day. It was much more silent that day. I also go to that restaurant to have that food. I also listen to music to relax. I also go to the swimming pool sometimes. The place is well known for its delicious food. The place is well known for its view. The place is well known for its amazing coffee. I stopped a little while to look around. I stayed a little while to rest. I reviewed a little while to take the test. I was in Seoul for work in 2015. I was in America for my studies in 2015. I was not in my hometown in 2002. He helped me out a lot with my project. She helped me out a lot with my new work. He helped me out a lot that time. I enjoyed every single memory from that trip. I enjoyed every single time I jogged there. I enjoyed every single experience I had there. I instantly felt completely at home. I immediately felt a lot better. I instantly felt the juice in the meat. It was my only way out of the mess. It was the only way out of the problem. The only way out of it is to study more. I found out that it was late already. I found out that it was a lot bigger than I thought. I found out that it was not as good as I expected. I started feeling sick. I started feeling stuffed. I started feeling dizzy. I hadn't tried enough. I hadn't said anything to him. Why hadn't I realized it earlier? I keep in touch with him by emails. Let's keep in touch more often. It is important we keep in touch. I was able to finally go there. When will you be able to get my call? It's so good to be able to go there. He didn't seem to be aware of that. I wasn't even aware of it. It's important that I'm aware of what's going on. I could have told him I was there. No one else could have done it. It could have been worse. The best way to go there is to take the subway. The best way to try that food is to go there. The best way to listen to music is to use your phone. I liked it not because it was colorful, but because it was delicious. I like him not because he's good looking, but because he's polite. I always go there not because it's near, but because it's delicious. A smartphone is something everybody uses on a daily basis. A computer is something everybody uses on a daily basis. A TV is something everybody uses on a daily basis. I'm pretty sure that will work. I'm pretty sure you'd like it. I'm pretty sure he loved that place. The only strange thing is that there aren't many people. That was a strange thing for him to say. There is one strange thing about that movie. I mainly cook to kill time. I mainly watch movies to kill time. I mainly listen to music to kill time. I've realized that it was too late. I've just realized how good it was. I've realized how to solve the problem. Your question reminds me of one movie. Your question reminds me of one person. Your question reminds me of one song. I have several favorite movies including Avengers. I have several songs I listen to including that. I have several places I go including that park. I know it's totally a different thing. I know it's not the same thing. I know it's not a very good idea. You should probably try it yourself. You should probably go there yourself. You should probably see it yourself. That could only be seen there. I could only see one. I could only find these ones. As a matter of fact, I've already been there. As a matter of fact, everything stopped. We all were happy, as a matter of fact. I've become much better in cooking. I've become much faster in reading. I've become much better in playing tennis.